get it, let's get it.
Honestly, it's okay. Well, it's not because we don't get to do like a full show. We only get to do 2, which is less than 3, and we have to. We can't do as much as we wanted because COVID reasons. We can't get sick or the whole thing is off. It has changed, but not that much. You have to wait for people to leave so you could go and get your instrument because we can't overcrowd the instrument room because it's a small room.
And the peers, they feel a little bit down about it as well because they want it to be like how it was back then, So I guess they're a little bit frustrated about that as well, but I just keep telling them, hey, we gotta move through it and just try our best every day. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's a little bit like, I kind of wish we just did in the band hall because like in here, like the spacing and like the echoiness in here, it's not all that great. It's better in the band hall because like the sound is just better. It feels real.
Well, the pandemic has affected everybody's lives, I'm sure, and it certainly has affected my role as a band director. It's very difficult for me not seeing some of these students that I've had in the band program going back 5 years, 6 years even, and I'm used to seeing them face to face and working with them in that kind of an environment, and it's difficult not seeing them every day. As far as there are a lot of new challenges that we have with the students who are here, with the distancing and the precautions we're having to take. I mean, it's a different world. It's a very different set of challenges that we are working with this year. That's for certain. Well, I mean, follow the precautions. Be as careful as you can. Be as safe as you can, and let's all do our part to try to get this thing under control and get back to the normal kind of life and interaction that we all miss. I mean, nobody likes this. Nobody is hoping that this goes on for another year. We all want to see it brought to a safe conclusion as quickly as possible.
I mean, it's different because obviously we have the 6 feet difference. So yeah, I can't get close to my color guard girls to show them a move precisely. I have to guide them and stuff like that. So it's a little difficult, but that's all right.
I think COVID in a way has actually done a positive impact for the band because normally we'd be all close together and it'd be easier for everybody to hear. But with this problem, we adapted to it, and it's beautiful once we got it. We now have better ears to listen for tempo and for sharps and flats, and it's all around better, and you can hear it on the field.
I never thought it would like come to this, for me being a leader. I just thought it'd be just normal, just like teaching them everything that I know from being in snare from my junior year, and it's a little bit tough trying to teach them some new things because some of them kind of need to like pull it off a little bit more, but I'm trying every day to like make sure that everything sounds clean as possible.
Honestly, with Mr. Fender's ideas and Ms. Robles's encouragement, I think that the band has worked pretty well to continue the path of being successful, especially with how good our band is. And even with COVID, as I said before, I think that we're dealing with it pretty well, and we're working harder than we would if everything was normal. I think even with this whole COVID-19 situation and us wearing masks, I think that contest is still something that we should keep doing. We shouldn't let COVID stop us from doing what we are good at, especially with every other band. I think the competition is nice, and just still having contests is a good idea. I'm not against it. I think, well, again, as a freshman, I don't really have any say, but I think that we're doing pretty well. We've made a lot of progress since the beginning of the year. Our band's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with us. We're moving as we should. sometimes even harder than we should, and we just make more progress.
It really depends, like the sound. We were like last year, like the fuller sound because we were spread out, and this year like we have to be spread out so our sound is more fuller, but then like there's not a lot of people, so it's just like yes but no. It's just hard to like maintain 6 feet and like do the protocols, but other than that we're actually doing pretty well. We're actually learning stuff faster than we were last year, but it's still like crazy, I guess. But we are like advancing and learning more.
I think we're handling it pretty well. Really, there's like no way we could handle it better without interfering with the show, in my opinion. So I think we're doing good.
Fender's retirement makes me sad because I know when I graduate, I probably won't see him again after this because, you know, he won't be here working at the school, so I can't visit and see him. But I'm happy for him because, you know, he doesn't have to deal with the students anymore. I don't think that was much of a problem for him, but he gets to take a break that he deserves, and he can probably go on his cruises now. I know Fender likes going on runs too, and I'm pretty sure he really enjoys that. So he can probably jog as much as he wants.
I think it's gonna suck for the underclassmen, but I feel fine with it because he's retiring with us. So we didn't lose anything.
People want you to be perfect all the time. What? D-Man, don't make that face.
How do you feel about Fender's retirement?
Wait, no, stop it.
Fat cheeks, fat cheeks. Fat cheeks.
What is your... He started again, man.